Hey everybody, welcome back.
Good morning.
This is January 16th.
Yep.
Monday, and welcome to another World Carnivore Month video of what we ate in a day.
I have had my shake this morning, but I didn't figure I would show that again.
We're on our way home from the chiropractor, and I got myself my venti dark roast from Starbucks. This is not carnivore, but this is my vice, and I have no intention of giving up coffee.
You weren't doing that for the
yet.
New Year.
No, not this New Year. So come along. We're going to show you everything.
We're going to head to the store.
We have to go to 2 grocery stores today. We're very fortunate that we live very close to some grocery stores, and we go almost every day, as you've probably noticed. But Michael has got...
Yeah, you're going to see my videos a little different this week after today. I've got to drive to Key West for a sales meeting, and so we're going to go to 2 different grocery stores so that I can get some snacks to pack with me, carnivore snacks.
Being carnivore on the road is a challenge.
It is. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm hoping that everything that they're going to serve this week will at least let me fit into animal-based. I can't promise carnivore because I really don't know what they're serving yet, but I'm pretty certain like chicken fillets for lunch and some rice might be as far off of kilter as we have to go. But I'm going to try to stay as strict as I possibly can. I'm going to pack Julie's kombucha and take it with me for every evening, so you'll see that too. But yeah, I might have to make a couple of changes this week. Hope I don't, but just putting it out there because I might have to.
We got to go buy him some road trip snacks and get our meat for today. Yes. And then today will be the last video of us together, and you'll be seeing some videos from me still at home and him on the road.
Yep. How
we make carnivore work for our lifestyle.
I'm going to do a different part of the chicken today. I'm going to go off the eggs and actually eat the chicken breast. We're going to eat some of that just bare. So I think this is snapping a 7 or 8 day streak of eggs as the main protein for dinner. So I'm going to go off of that a little bit because I'm sure they're going to serve powdered eggs or some sort of egg for breakfast this week at the sales meeting. So I'll have enough of that if I want it.
All right, let's go shopping.
Let's do it.
$11:45. I'm about to make breakfast, pat of butter, and I'm going to scramble myself 3 eggs.
Okay, so today, instead of using our, what's it called? Chop House butter seasoning and mayo or butter with the Chop House butter, we're going to make our animal-based honey mustard recipe for chicken and beef. I'm actually eating beef today. What are you eating today? Are you eating beef today?
I haven't decided, actually. I think beef too.
So,
I don't know if it's considered animal-based since it has the mustard seed in it, but mustard seed doesn't bother us in any way. So we do
Can
enjoy.
I say paleo, keto?
Carb-free.
One of those.
More or less carb-free.
Yeah, the honey's the only thing that has carbs in it. This is an adapted recipe from a large chain restaurant. And what I mean by adapted is that we're using our mayo is the primal avocado oil mayo, and our oil that is needed in it is actually rendered bacon fat that we save every time we cook bacon. And so that way it's supposed to be a hot bacon honey mustard, but the honey mustard having the bacon rendered in it, there's no reason for any other oil. It's kind of ridiculous that they use another oil in the first place. But so I've already got it's easier if you melt it down and combine it. So I have our oil, our bacon. You can see all the good little bits in there. 1/4 cup
of bacon fat.
Try to get all of the good stuff out. And then we are going to eyeball a cup of our mayo, which I think we can eyeball. Now I usually make mine a little hotter, but Julie is going to potentially eat this, so I will make it more medium for her. I'm going to combine these two really quickly before we add the other ingredients, because this did just come out of the fridge. So I want this combined first. I'm going to show you. It's going to look a little pasty. Let me show them there, Jules. Okay, next, I don't know. Let's just do our mustard next. This is just the yellow mustard. We do have a horseradish mustard. We have a stone ground mustard. We eat them very, very rarely, but I needed more flavor today, so I'm going to make this.
You're right. We don't eat mustard often. We just have never noticed that it causes us to feel any kind of way, and when we keep it to a minimum, it's like anything else in life. I think it's all right.
1/4 of a cup. You just want that tang, and I'll actually taste this before I put everything up to see whether or not more mustard needs to be added. I think I need to pause for a second. I've got my pizza over here. I thought I was, yep.
Lunch pizza?
I thought I was smelling it getting a little bit greasy there. Cool. While we move on, what is next? Let's do our apple cider vinegar. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Again, fermentation, we try to get it incorporated into as many aspects of our food as we can. Uh-oh, it might be exactly. We've not made this one in a while. Look at there. Exactly 2 tablespoons. We also only buy the apple cider vinegar that's in the glass. Or we try to buy as much glass as we can. Cannot find mustard in glass, but our mayo is in glass as well. Our honey, I've never been able to find it in glass, probably just haven't looked.
I haven't been able to find it in glass that did not include corn syrup.
There you go, yeah, that's right. Now, what have I got? I've got 1/4 of honey to go in here. This is our Be Natural. This is wildflower, locally sourced here in Homestead, Florida. So when we were in North Carolina, we bought all North Carolina honey. We're down here, so we will buy Florida honey, 1/4 of a cup. I'm eyeballing this, guys. We've made it so many times in the past. But again, that's another reason why you want the oil to be warm, so this honey can be incorporated nicely. Because if you try to put all of this in cold and then microwave the bowl as a whole, you're going to separate. All the fats will separate out. The egg yolk from the mayo will separate out, and it's not going to be great, or at least as good. How much lemon juice? 1 tablespoon. I need to get my tablespoon back out. That'll cut down on that tartness of the apple cider vinegar. And I think those are all of our raw ingredients, outside of putting in a little onion powder if you want to, a little cayenne if you want to. We're going to add some salt, certainly, and then taste this before we add anything else. And again, you don't have to add any heat whatsoever. That's going to be about your consistency at first. Jules and I, it's 12:53. We will probably, no, we will, but we probably will not eat until, I don't know, what, 3:34, 4:35, something like that. So this is going to go in the fridge. And so what I want you to know is, where the bacon fat, of course, is warm right now, it will come back to a semi-solid consistency, and that'll thicken your mustard up. So I know it's really runny right now. This is almost like a vinaigrette, again, with the honey in there, and then, of course, your other liquids. But put it in the fridge for a couple of hours before you eat it. It will be even better tomorrow if you let it sit overnight, but this was on a whim today. I thought, I want some honey mustard. I asked Jules, and we had all the ingredients here, so we didn't have to buy anything. So let me put some salt. We've got, we found a Morton's very
We're not
fine
the
sea salt.
salt snobs that a lot of people are.
No, I don't. Give me a break.
Well, no, I think there's different levels of salt, but this has never caused me to feel any kind of a way. I like how it tastes. It isn't expensive. We try to not splurge and go overboard when it isn't totally necessary. We're fine with the salt for right now.
I don't care if it's from the Himalaya mountains.
That's all a crock I've heard, that it actually doesn't come from there at all.
Yeah, right. Like some companies just color it pink.
One day I might go on a deep dive on salt research, but for now I'm fine with a Morton sea salt.
Would you like to taste this?
I'm going to just trust you on this one. What's
The bacon is really overpowering right now.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I'm wondering. I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne in here. And I might need a little more mustard. Ready to go on that.
Just a tad more?
I think just maybe a tablespoon more. And honestly, this makes enough for us probably for almost an entire week if we're both eating it. Bingo.
There it is.
There it is.
It's done.
That's all there is to it, guys. Refrigerate, a couple hours. I'm not going to tell you how many. 2 maybe might be the bare minimum. But a few hours, let it thicken up, and you'll have a perfect dipping sauce. Put it on your burger. It's what I do. Or your chicken. It's very good.
We're trying to figure out exactly how much honey mustard in our little recipe makes. And Michael wants to know what the measurement of this
This is 18 ounces, and that's almost to the top there.
Yeah.
So it's at least 16 ounces worth of, so that's what you'd get, I guess, in the store, you know, store-bought. So here's the pizza. Honey mustard's in the fridge, 32 ounces of water, and my pizza, it is 105, and that's what I'm having for lunch, and we'll be back in a couple of hours to see what we're going to have for dinner.
It's about 4:15.
Dinner time, cooking.
We're going to show you what we're making for dinner. Hold on.
Yeah. So we got a different beef today we found at Publix on sale. Wagyu Heart brand. I have never heard of it before, but again, grass finished, grass fed, 80-20. What I wanted to show Jules, I told her to put the camera on, was that when you compare it to just regular ground beef, this has quite a bit more calorie. It looks like almost the same amount of protein, but a little bit more fat in it, even though it is 80-20. And looks like it's from Texas. Intense marbling, it says. Delicious dining experience. It looks good.
What are you planning to do with it?
I'm just going to make burgers out of it for the honey mustard. I am going to add, we got some of these on sale. We love the Hebrew Nationals, all natural. So the last week's were Applegate. We like Applegate or Hebrew National. And Hebrew National was at Publix today on sale. So we got those, have those. And then we got some raw Croc Grand Reserve. Sorry, the price is on there. It's a little kitsch, isn't it? And some 2-year aged sharp cheddar to go along with it. Yeah, so no sausage or eggs for me today, but I will have burger.
I think I'd like to have 2 hot dogs.
2 hot dogs.
If you could make me 2. Over here, I have 1.16 pounds of, what is this called? Beef round. I'm going to cook it in a little bit of butter and heavy whipping cream. And then dip it in the honey mustard sauce we made today. All right, here it is. 1.1 pound of steak for me, 2 hot dogs for him, 4 hamburgers with a little pat of butter on each.
16 ounces of beef.
Homemade honey mustard. I have to dip my own because Michael says I don't cook my meat enough for it to be dipped in his. Pickles, cheese. Looks about like every other day, but it'll be delicious.
No, it'll be good.
So,
What time is it?
almost 6:30.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We are ending our eating window with kombucha like always. Today's kombucha is actually from the growler we bought at Big Dog Kombucha on Merritt Island last weekend. That's in our vlog from last weekend if you wanted to see it.
Yep.
It's, help me here.
It is called the Trifecta, and I poured them out into 4 of our empty containers.
Yeah.
Julie put hers in plastic, but just to see how much, and it makes 4 bottles.
A 64-ounce growler is 4 servings for us.
Yes.
So
that does us for 2 days. So like Julie said, we think we're going to just make it routine to go back every Saturday, have the growler. This week is the trifecta of all 3 medicinal kombuchas. So the kava, the hemp, and the kratom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we'll let
absolutely
you know.
Delicious.
These,
game changer kombucha.
I don't know if it's absolutely delicious. It's not one of the fruity ones.
Oh, I love it.
These are all 3 of the medicinal. So I've not tasted it yet. But even
it
by
smells really grassy and
themselves,
earthy.
they were not bad last week. So
yeah, you're right. We haven't tasted all 3 of them mixed together. You're right, but individually,
we'll still drink it because of the health benefits, regardless. But
I've drank bad booch for many years. Started making my own booch. My own booch was really bad at the beginning. So
no.
But Big Dog Kombucha, Merritt Island. If anyone ever sees this, you've got to go. Absolutely amazing. Such good kombucha.
Great people.
Great people, great atmosphere, great flavors, great options, great medicinal qualities.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. 100 out of 100 would recommend.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the other bottle with me tomorrow on my drive to Key West, and Julia drink the other bottle tomorrow evening. Mm-hmm. So we'll let you know. We'll give you a review tomorrow. So it's earthy. It has a hoppy taste because the hemp is in the same family. We learned that. I think we told you that on the review blog. But then you also get this, was it the kava? One of those, I know I sound ignorant here, was from the pepper root. And so that comes through second. That gives it the grassy. It's not bad. None of it's bad. And it's still very, very smooth, even though it's set in there for, a day? 2 days? Mm-hmm. But it is an acquired taste as well. Don't be looking to guzzle it because it tastes like very berry or orange juice or anything. But it is still really good. I'm surprised how much all 3 combined still make it really, palatable. Yeah.
And don't forget, if the kind of earthy grassiness isn't really your thing, but you do want the health benefits, you can actually have them make you like a half and half batch where they will put half of the any one of the 3 medicinals or all 3 if you want all 3, and then mix the other half can be any flavor or a witch's brew if you want that, of all the different flavors that they have mixed together, whatever it takes to make it palatable for you. I personally think the grassiness is just absolutely delicious.
No, it's not bad. I thought it would be worse, honestly, than what it was. And
I really like it. It's very
homey. If we wanted to half it, we could do half of yours and half of the growler,
But there's so many health benefits to this. I think we need to do a longer video and talk about specifics in each of the different types. But all I know to tell you is if you're ever on Merritt Island and you like kombucha, you've got to try Big Dog Kombucha.
We're doing it tonight just for calming and better sleep. If nothing else, those are 2 of the big ones for
I'm going to try to space mine pretty evenly throughout the week. We've already decided we're going to have to make it a weekly thing to run up there. So I'd like to drink, kind of spread them out every few days and drink my own kombuchas that I make on the days in between. So I'm going to have this one today, and I think I'll have the next one maybe Thursday or Friday of this week. So. And
the cost is a little cheaper than what it is right now in the stores as well. So that's even better.
It's not far off.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, guys. We'll see you later.